All right, what's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Lucy. I'm back. Another story time video coming at y'all. And I know I said I would make the first shroom trip part 2 video, but I thought of a story that I want to tell this one. This is a story that kind of skipped my mind. I kind of forgot about this, but I was going through my Snapchat memories and I saw this picture of myself, which I may put in later in the video. I'll decide, but I saw this picture of myself and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a story. Like I could totally tell this one." And it's kind of sad, to be completely honest. It's like not like super sad, but it's definitely a little like fucked up. Like this was not very chill. This is pretty fucked up. But it should be a good story. I'm excited to tell it to y'all. And let's hop right into this bad boy. So this happened in 2022. I remember it was 2022. I don't remember exactly what time or like what time of the year, but it was definitely 2022. And yeah, me and my mom, we weren't really getting along at this time. We weren't like vibing. We weren't chilling. I had started smoking weed like let me think. Maybe a year earlier. Yeah. Yeah, like a year earlier. And so we just kind of were fighting. She hated weed. She was totally against it. And sorry guys, someone knocked on the door, so I had to go and answer that. Like I had to pause right in the middle of my recording. But as I was saying, she did hate weed. She didn't like. I mean, it's not like I can say that she was like, "Oh, weed's so horrible. Oh, you can't smoke weed." Like, not whatsoever. Because when she first found out that I was smoking weed, she acted like she was chill with it. And I mean, I thought that was kind of weird at the time, but I was like, "Fuck, if she's chill with it, I'm chill with it." But she was not. Over time, she definitely gave me more and more shit, and there will be a lot more stories to tell about that. There was a time period where I got shipped away to a certain place, and I plan on making a series about that. So look forward to that in the future. But yeah, she was kind of just on my ass like all the time, pretty much. Like she wouldn't really let me go places with my friends. I had to do my chores every day when I got off school. She was very lazy. She didn't clean really much at all. And I mean, it makes sense because she was on meth the whole time. But so I had to clean a lot, and I would have to come home and clean every day before I left, and like do these chores. I had to clean like the living room, the bathrooms, the fucking kitchen. Like I had a lot of cleaning to do. So yeah, let's just say at this point in my life, I was kind of going through it. She wasn't very chill. So to get out of that, to really escape, I smoked weed. I went to the skate park and I talked to girls. And I never really got to talk to girls much because she was so strict. Like she was so on my ass. She wouldn't really let me hang out with them or like go places with them if I was like honest with her. And if I lied and she caught me, oh, she'd whoop my ass or like ground me for who knows how long. Yeah, it kind of sucked. But on this fateful day, I was talking to this girl at the time. Uh, I don't know, what should I call her? I'll call her Danielle. Her name is Danielle. And this will probably be the only story time I ever tell that has her included in it because this did not last long. She was for the team, you could say. And I didn't know that when I met her, and I found out and I cut things off. I didn't really want this. But at the time, we were talking, me and Danielle, and we had made plans for this one fateful day. We had made plans that she was going to come over after school and she was going to come and hang out. We were going to chill. I got home from school like a little bit before her, I think, because I skated home and to school. And she got like a ride from her mom over. But she comes over on this fateful day. And at first, she kind of just came over. We were hanging out. We went outside because we didn't really want to be around my mom. She was super weird around like me, like around people that I would have over. And so we went out. We hung out with my friend Everett, who I've talked about in previous stories, and Steve, who I've also talked about in previous stories. And we were kind of just skateboarding. Like it was kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie. She didn't really talk much, and we were kind of all just chilling out like in front of my apartments for a little bit. Couldn't go far because my mom was on my ass all the fucking time. I'm so glad I got out of that situation. But back to the story. We're hanging out, we're chilling. It's me, Steve, Everett, Danielle, whatever. We're skating, as I said. We're doing some tricks. She was like calling me tricks. I don't know. I was doing some cool tricks, like some kick flips, some heel flips, an occasional pop shove it. And yeah, we were just hanging out for a while. And then we go inside. I say like goodbye to my friends because we were just gonna go and hang out, watch a movie or something. I don't know. And I say goodbye to my friends. Like they were my buddies, my homies, my pals. And I knew I was gonna see them later, most likely. So I kind of just like told him, "Yo, see you guys later. Me and Danielle gonna go and chill, whatever, whatever." So we go inside. My mom usually wouldn't let me have girls in my room, and like I hadn't really had many girls over. This was maybe like the second girl I'd ever had over for the most part. Because when I did hang out with girls, it would be outside of the house and like at school, or like I would just lie about where I was going or go to like the movies or something. But I have her over. Uh, we're chilling. I was supposed to not be in my room with her. We were kind of supposed to chill downstairs. So we're chilling downstairs for a little bit, talking to my little sister. She was a little shit, so we didn't really want to be around her for hella long. And we like go upstairs, and my mom's like, "Okay, it's cool. Like you guys can have the door open or whatever." So we're chilling in my room. We're watching a movie. Nothing crazy happened. I think we may have kissed or whatever. And we're chilling in my room. We're chilling in there for like an hour or two, maybe. Not super long, just like watching some TV, playing some Skate 3. I was trying to put her on, but she was not amused, and she was kind of a bitch, so that's okay. But we were kind of just playing like some Skate 3, watching some movies, and we had the door cracked, and we were kind of just chilling, laying in bed, whatever. Uh, Maybe a kiss or two. And we had the door cracked. I didn't think this was a big deal. We never fully shut the door. We just cracked it because the layout of the house, we lived in like this like a duplex kind of. It's called like a townhouse. It was like a 2-story, and then we were connected to one other unit, and there was like a big group of them, like a big circle of them, and you would go up the stairs, and there's a hallway, and my mother's room was right across from my room, and it was kind of diagonal, so she could see right into my room. So I would like kind of crack the door because I didn't really want her just looking at us because she was really weird. I don't yeah, but we're chilling in my room. We like shut the door, whatever. And then it like becomes time for Danielle to go home. So my mom was like, "Yeah, we'll give her a ride. I can give her a ride." We take her home, maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock. We're taking her home. Everything seems chill. We're all just riding in the car. It's just me and my mom, Danielle, my little sister. We're chilling. We go and drop her off. And as soon as she gets out of the car, like literally like that, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like that. As soon as she gets out of the car, my mom's like, "So you guys have the door shut, huh?" And I was like, "No, not really. We cracked it because we didn't want you just staring in." And she's like, she's getting like progressively more pissed at me, I could tell. And she would kind of do this thing where she would never say anything around anyone except for like my little sister, but she'd freak the fuck out on me. She was pretty like abusive, you could say. And I don't really talk to her anymore, but she was like going off on me like, "How the fuck, like, you know my fucking rules, this is my fucking house, if you want to do that shit, go to your own fucking house," and like just being like kind of horrible to me. So we're like driving home. We got about halfway home, and this argument just continued, and we turned onto the street. It was like you would go down this long street and then turn left and down like maybe a block, and then you turn right. My little like townhouses, they were right there. So she's like yelling at me on the street, like getting very pissed. And I was kind of just like, "I don't know what you want from me. Like, it already happened. We didn't do anything. Like, we were kind of just hanging out." And she like, I can just tell she gets pissed. And I felt like this tension in the air. It was just, be glad you weren't there in that moment. And I say something, I think I said like, "It's not that big of a deal," or something like that, something very like minute. I didn't say anything bad. She was cursing at me, like cursing. She was saying all these horrible words like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit. You're so fucking disrespectful. I hate you." She'd say that a lot. And she's being horrible. So I was just like, "It's really not that big of a deal. Like, I don't know what to tell you." And I kind of just go quiet for a sec, and I see her like, her hand, all I see is her start to whip it back. And that's the last thing I remember. I saw her phone, but it like flew through the air like a fucking, oh my god, her aim was impeccable. Like, I don't know how she did this because I was in the back seat. My little sister was in the front seat. That's how you know my mom hated me. My little sister was like 7, and she was in the front seat, and I was in the back seat of our like van. And she whips this phone back at me, and it hits me directly in, I believe it was my right eye. Yeah, now in my vision, it just goes red. Like, at first it's dark, it goes red. I literally thought I was blind. Like, I thought she had just blinded me with this phone because when she threw it, it like whipped through the air. It was spinning like really fast, and the corner of the phone just smacks me in the eye. And I'm seeing like all red. My vision is like gone pretty much at this moment. I'm like crying because it fucking hurt. Like I thought I had gone blind. And I'm like screaming at her. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? And she was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. You're fine. You're fine. And like, dude, when I tell you guys, this was like the worst black eye I have ever seen on anyone. It was horrible. Like, it was. I'm going to insert a picture. Fuck it. You know what? I'll insert a picture now. Okay. Now that you guys saw that, I'm not going to show it for super long because I don't want to get banned. I don't know if I will get banned, but hopefully not. Now that you guys saw that, tell me that that was an accident. Tell me throwing your phone that hard at me. She tried to say her phone slipped out of her hand. Okay. But so we get back to the house. I'm like, I run directly upstairs. I run straight to my room because I'm like, I can still barely see. I can feel my eye like swelling. It's hot and it's like I can see blood. Like it's getting all like bloody. Like I'm bleeding from my eye. It was fucked up. And instantly she just starts screaming like up the stairs at me, like, oh, yo, Christian. That's my real name, in case you guys were wondering. She's yelling like, Christian, what the fuck? Like, come here. Okay, not what the fuck, but she was yelling like, get your ass down here. And I was like, no, I'm not. Fuck no. Like, you just fucking almost blinded me. Like, I am not coming down those stairs whatsoever. So I hear her like running up the stairs kind of slowly because she wasn't very fast, but she was like running up the stairs. She comes to my room, swings my door open, and she's like, give me your fucking phone. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm like taking like pictures of it to like prove that this fucking happened. And she's like taking my phone. She's like, she screams at me, like, give me your phone. And I was like, no. And then she like, obviously I don't want to get fucking hit again or something. So I hand her it. She takes it. And then I'm just in my room, like, honestly, just like sobbing because like my mom just fucking like, I mean, that was abuse. I was 16 at the time, I think, maybe 15. And she had just like really injured me and she didn't even really care. Like it seemed like she didn't give a fuck. My eye was literally like, I would have like I could have worn an eye patch, guys. Like it was that bad. I could have worn an eye patch. It was fucked up, bro. I mean, you guys saw it. That shit was fucked. But she comes back in, or she comes back in like maybe like 30, 40 minutes later, and she like gives my phone back. She's like, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, I'm just agreeing. I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay, like whatever, like I won't do it again. My fucking bad for, speaking to you and you like assaulting me basically. And she like gives me my phone back. She's like, I just didn't want you to like call anyone because like I don't want other people knowing that I like did that. And I was like, well, maybe they should know. I didn't say that. I was like, yeah, totally. Yeah, man. Fuck. And she like, she leaves my room. And it was horrible. Like I was in so much pain. My eye was like a fucking like a grape. It was huge. It was so swollen and it was like bloody. I looked like I was a fucking like zombie like in my right eye. It was horrible. Like it was super discolored. There was like crusty dried blood all over it. I mean, I could barely, like, I couldn't see that well. I could see, like, my vision was blurry in my right eye at the time. And yeah, so that happened and it was not chill. And for like the next week, I didn't go to school. She told me, like, you can't go to school. And then when I eventually did, and I saw like my friends and like my family members, I was like, yeah, I just like skateboarding accident. I like was trying to hit a ledge and I fell and hit my eye on the ledge. Because I mean, I didn't like, I was scared what she would do if I went and told someone. And I mean, maybe like, I think I might have told Steve and Everett because they were like my best friends at the time. So I'm pretty sure I told them at the time and they were kind of just like, wow, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's fucked up. But yeah, that's the story of the time that my mom chucked a phone at my face. A phone at my face. Like it was not chill. She gave me a very bad black eye, and I'd say this was probably like the start to me just like wanting to leave. And I mean, I did move out. I moved out at 17, so yeah, it was not a good time in my life. But I'll definitely have more stories from this time, and I have some interesting ones, some less like sad ones, some like funnier ones, and like I have some good ones. But my next video will definitely be Shrooms Part 2 because I promised you guys that, and I'll definitely be coming out with that soon. And yeah, I love you. I love you all so much. You guys are so great. You're so awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Go out and do something fucking sick today. Peace.